You had better buckle up because what you're about to hear isn't just another messy baby mama rumor. It's the ticking time bomb that could destroy Jim Jones' entire street legacy. Believe me, Chrissy just set off a chain reaction. Jim has been pretending to be the smoothest family man in Harlem while covertly funding hush trips, hidden apartments, and a certain Ciara Princess Harris, whose name you were never supposed to hear connected to his. However, guess what? Chrissy knew, and tonight she's finished acting in a voice note that was leaked, destroying Twitter more quickly than Jim's reputation. Did Chrissy just confirm a secret baby, or did she just drag Ciara Princess into the same mess? Why are fans screaming that Dipset might fall apart due to one woman's irate outburst? Don't blink. Receipts, burner phones, wire transfers, and betrayal so deep that even Harlem AOGs are whispering, "Yo, Jimmy's cooked this time." Chrissy snaps, letting the world see who you really are. Jimmy, he lies about the baby and the money. I'm done covering for you. After you hear what Chrissy just admitted, you'll see why the streets are declaring that Dipset is dead and Chrissy killed it herself. So grab a snack, turn off your side chick alerts, and stay focused. Although the internet may appear surprised, ask any Harlem Andy will tell you that this day has been coming for years as she drinks her tea. If last night's leaked voice note is to be believed, Chrissy Lampin didn't just break. She snapped that crown in half and threw it straight at Jim's forehead. Let's go back in time because you need the whole mess to understand how deeply this betrayal cuts. Chrissy Lampin wore the ride-or-die crown like it was glued to her lace front, defending Jim Jones through cheating whispers, missed weddings, shady label deals, and more excuses than a broke-side dude on Valentine's Day. Jim Jones for 2 decades. Mr. We Fly High has consistently sold us that street fairy tale of the devoted Fank, the protective mama's boy, the Harlem hustler with a tender side just for Chrissy. Fans cheered for every flimsy engagement and sobbed during every reunion episode in which Chrissy pleaded, "Jimmy, marry me already." He never did, and now we know why. According to D-Miz, a burner phone trail, and one eerily composed voice memo from Chrissy herself. Rumor has it that Jim has been leading a double life, one that includes Ciara Princess, a bottle service princess who switched from hooking him up with studio plugins to hooking him up with fatherhood documents he vowed would never see the light of day. The receipts, oh, they're filthy, insiders say. The first clue that Chrissy discovered was a missing stack of money that she believed was stashed for a destination wedding that never happened. Then, she discovered that she was tracking transfers under fictitious LLC names like Studio Consulting and Event Decor Services. Since no one was decorating events for $8,500 per month, Chrissy did what she does best, which is to play dumb, play house, and play the ideal VH1 poster girl, all the while surreptitiously recording late-night phone calls and hiding screenshots because when Harlem's most famous wife without a ring wants retribution, you can bet she plans it like a mafia hit. The real gut punch. Chrissy's best friend revealed to a nosy blog that she even attempted to have a private conversation with Ciara Princess Harris. Rumor has it that she pulled up to a secret hotel in Midtown with her hair in a bun and shades on, a Chanel bag large enough to conceal a taser, and told Ciara Princess bluntly, "He might be your daddy, but he's legacy, so pick whichever lie you want to stick with." But Princess, according to leaked texts, wasn't having it. "Ask Jimmy about my rent, my Jeep, and my baby's birthday fund before you come at me sideways," she allegedly told Chrissy. The streets claimed that Jim's inner circle was aware that the same cousins who flaunt their Rolex X's on his Instagram account were the ones sending hush money envelopes to Ciara Princess's mailbox on the 1st of each month. One guy calls him on that day. Dre DM'd 3 bloggers that same evening with the headlines for tomorrow, since he was so alarmed by Chrissy's breakdown. "Jimmy, your secrets have been eating me alive. I was loyal to mama, to your fake friends, and to every snake you keep fed. But my loyalty paid my rent, not my peace. Now the world is going to see who you really are, and she is a princess." Jimmy told Chrissy she was about to talk crazy, but he wasn't lying because the following morning, boom, that voice note leaked, and Chrissy exploded and finished acting like she was saying, "Keep the baby, Harris, and I'll keep my name clean by midday." Twitter was a battlefield. Hashtag Chrissy exposes hashtags Jimmy and hashtag Ciara Princess Nose went viral so quickly that Mona Skatoon most likely suffered from a migraine trying to figure out how to capitalize on it for an urgent reunion episode joke. Lords wasted no time at all. Clip displays the caption on Jim's tearful photo from his most recent birthday celebration reads, "When you realize the secret baby blew out more candles than you ever did, savage." The question, how did Jim hide all this for so long, is now being asked. Pull up a chair, because this is where the story gets complicated. According to a cousin who calls himself anonymous and talks to me about vloggers for influence. For nearly 5 years, Jim funneled baby hush money through a maze of burner phones, prepaid debit cards, and studio cash advances. He even had the name of the Ciara Princess saved under DJ Mixer repairs on his phone. Who knew that fixing a DJ mixer included a lavish condo and a hidden nursery? And let's not forget about Mama Jones, who has been suspicious for years and once told a nail technician, and Chrissy, why my girl, but Jimmy, too slick for his good. He better pray nothing pops out of the woodwork. Mama Jones exploded, and it has. It's father's cheeks, but the thing that has everyone in stitches is that insiders say Chrissy has official receipts in addition to voice notes. The cover-up is so sloppy that even Stevie J would say, "Brew, clean your tracks better." Her lawyer allegedly has a signed affidavit from Ciara, Princess Harris bank records that links hush payments to Jim's personal business account and a side deal contract for an apartment lease that is conveniently in Jim's road manager's name. This is being referred to as the Harlem Hiroshima, the day the Dipset fairy tale was transformed into a better-lit Jerry Springer show. While blogs and TikToks are screaming for more, guess who has been ghosted more brutally than your broke ex? Jim Jones. Not a single petty Instagram story with a fake news sticker. No tweets, no postings, nothing. Chrissy is reportedly in final negotiations with a streaming behemoth for an explosive tell-all DOA series called Ride or Die. Never again. Word is that she wants to reveal everything, including the phony ring proposals, the threats made by the secret baby Ciara princess, and how she kept this circus a secret for so long while everyone thought she was desperate for a ring. If you think this plot can't get any more complicated, wait until you hear what Chrissy's so-called Ride or Die sisters from the hip-hop and old love days have to say behind doors. Because what they told a private investigator about Jimmy's side deals and Ciara princess's hush trips is messier than a whole season's reunion fight. And trust me when I say that the bomb drops exactly where part 2 picks up. People who said they always suspected Jimmy was dirty instantly remembered every strange club sighting, every late studio night when no tracks ever dropped, and every embarrassing situation when Chrissy showed up unexpectedly just to check on her boyfriend. Harlem didn't sleep for 48 hours straight. She begged one former castmate to remain unidentified. But you and I are aware of which hip-hop, loudmouth, and adore she is. The investigator is informed about this directly. Chrissy Ben was aware that she couldn't prove it without destroying her entire bag and that Jimmy wasn't just a sidekick. He had debts, secret projects, and at least 2 phony managers that he paid off to keep Ciara princess quiet. One former friend even claimed that Chrissy once caught Jimmy texting her from backstage during a reunion taping, rather than exploding. On camera, she fixed her hair, smiled, and left, telling producers, "Keep rolling, I'll get him back later." We now know later that this scorched earth exposure was actually happening in real time. But hold on, the streets wanted more, and they got it. As it happens, the same investigator also found an old burner phone. He used to bring formula and diapers, and always had that same black duffel bag. One neighbor even told a gossip YouTuber, and nobody carries a whole duffel to see a friend. That's a baby daddy luggage, period. Jimmy used to text Ciara princess back when she was just that bottle girl with the pretty smile. It included photos, voice notes, and location pins that led straight to a rental apartment in Jersey, the same spot where neighbors claimed they saw Jimmy sneak late at night in a hoodie. Twitter, meanwhile, went into full investigative mode. Jimmy mysteriously canceled 3 gigs owing to weariness on the same weekend when armchair investigators matched the baby's birth date with his tour schedule from 3 years prior. If that isn't reality TV gold, the birth of Ciara princess took place in a private delivery suite in Hoboken. The storyline is suddenly more tense than stale baby milk, and I'm not sure what it is. Remember Dre, that dubious cousin who gave away the first clues to the blogs? He sent a direct message bombshell to a popular Instagram page when he asked about Mexico in 2019. Law and in 2020. Fans of the entire triple threat went crazy, and the comment sections became a tangle of conspiracy theories. Secret baby expos. Edits, which used old dips and set music for dramatic effect, caused TikTok to go viral. One viral clip showed Jimmy holding Chrissy's hand at an award show, followed by him hugging an unidentified woman in a club restroom. The caption read, "Harlem's finest or ouch." Even mainstream blogs jumped in with headlines screaming Jimmy Jones' serial killer or financial prisoner, Ciara princess's silent checkmate. How one baby may take down Upset and the nastiest one yet. Chrissy's retaliation, she didn't get the ring, so she took the empire. But don't think for a second that Chrissy is playing victim. According to sources, she has already signed a confidentiality agreement with a popular new podcast to reveal all the behind-the-scenes information. In her own words, without editors or spin just Chrissy and a McCann, let's face it, a ton of foul language. The first teaser allegedly shows her saying, "I knew he wasn't mine alone, so I made sure his secrets would never be his alone either." Bars, in a composed manner. Jimmy, meanwhile, is in hiding if you believe Thealleged insiders. A purported close buddy claims that he has taken his phone off security twice and isn't even permitted to access the group chat since screenshots are leaking more quickly. then his attorney can remove them. Jimmy feels like he's living in a movie. According to a pal who told the local daily, he keeps asking how it got this far. Bro, and you mishandled it, which is how the wildest part happened. Ciara fans are going crazy because Princess Harris hasn't said anything, not even a single dubious post, cryptic tweet, or live to provide her side, and a trending post sums it up perfectly. Jimmy drowned after Percy dropped a bomb. Yet somewhere, drinking mimosas as if she had won the jackpot twice. There are whispers that the true pitbull in this story is Ciara, a princess's lawyer. Jimmy might wind up broke paying hush settlements for the next 10 years if it turns out that her team has enough signed agreements and wire records to bury him. Beneath so many NDA violations, the government is keeping an eye on everything, and Dipset's golden boy is facing more than just online trolling. He faces bankruptcy and possibly even fraud charges if he falsified his taxes over those child support payments. The IRS, reportedly, flagged suspicious huge financial withdrawals from Jimmy's touring company several months before Chrissy saw the initial receipts. According to unconfirmed sources cited by TMJZ, if those payments hadn't been documented, then it's not just messy, that's federal. Mama Jones, I instructed the youngster to keep his zipper zipped, but now I see my name out here too, because you guys can't keep secrets. The word is that she's going to speak up herself, and a video of her yelling at someone off camera has emerged. Fans are divided. Some support Chrissy and call her a hero for exposing the clown she loved for too long, while others argue that she should have broken up with him years ago rather than waiting for the internet to declare her the petty queen and permit her to do so. Harlem uncles who are still smoking on the corner claim they have never seen her this heated and that the internet will split in two if Mama Jones appears on a podcast, while Chrissy and Jimmy argue over checkers and Chunk believes Ciara, princess, is the true mastermind at chess. One TikTok captured the chaos perfectly, a girl lip-syncing too. Chrissy's leaked voice note while crying artificial tears over a dip. Set beat. The caption read, when your man promises you the world but secretly funds Ciara Princess's whole zip code over 2 million views in 12 hours. You can't buy that type of scandal promo. You would think that's enough smoke. But that's not the case because a brand new twist appeared on the blogs at MTO, just as the streets were beginning to regain their breath. According to anonymous materials shared by a whistleblower posing as a former Dipset road manager, Jimmy attempted to use charitable donations as a conduit for hush money. It's not just a scandal. It's outright financial fraud with children's money. Yes, charity donations intended for Harlem youth music programs allegedly ended up paying for Ciara Princess's rent. Sunrise fans bombarded Jimmy's most recent Instagram post with clown memes, snake emojis, and one-liners like not you using community donations for baby wipes. Savage doesn't even cover it. Additionally, Chrissy simply wrote, let the truth finish what I started in a black square on her tails. Everyone is curious about what will happen next. Will Jimmy go? Will Princess Harris hire a lawyer and turn on him to protect herself? Will Chrissy make even more money, or is she going to be sued for defamation? There was only one line, no face, no voice, and the internet lost it. If you thought the last 24 hours were crazy, Part 3 is where the hammer really drops, because insiders say Princess Ciara herself is set to take the stand, leak her direct messages, and confirm everything Chrissy claimed, plus a little more. All those answers are currently lining up outside a Manhattan courthouse, where Jimmy's legal team is frantically trying to control the damage. By the time Sunrise arrived in Harlem, every gossip blog, from the Shade Room to random TikTok teenagers wearing ring lights, had only one thing on their lips. So, buckle up, cancel your plans, and keep your phone charged because when the princess talks, the last of Jimmy's secrets might blow Harlem off its feet for good. Word quickly spread that Princess Ciara's legal team had obtained a private time slot at the courthouse to refute false narratives and present fresh evidence. Was the same woman who played the background for years and whom Chrissy attempted to keep quiet in that Midtown hotel suite. It was now rumored that she was just minutes away from flipping the entire script live in front of cameras and under oath. Translation: there was commotion outside the courts as she prepared to provide receipts to support every messy rumor. Even Jimmy's biggest supporters would find it difficult to call it quits. Reporters screaming questions, fans obstructing team, Ciara, free Chrissy signs, and a few inebriated Harlem uncles present only to watch the unrestrained action inside. Jimmy sat stone-faced next to a lawyer who appeared to have missed 3 nights of sleep. He knew that this was it. The secret child was old news, and now everyone wanted to know how far down the rabbit hole really went. When Ciara Princess Harris finally emerged from that black SUV, you could hear the collective gasp. She was here, in a sleek black trench coat and then sunglasses at dawn, with an expression so composed it shook everyone. According to rumors, she whispered to her lawyer, "Let's bury him nicely." The judge in the courtroom asked for an order 3 times before Ciara Princess even spoke. And when she did, Harlem basically broke out in a voice study that would chill your bones. She described how she met Jimmy at a club appearance for which he was paid $5,000 to appear but left $10,000 later after taking her number, how he promised her that the money would stay between them, and how he gave her keys to a secret apartment. Then came the twist that no one saw coming. Ciara Princess pulled out her own stash of burner phone screenshots and texts from Jimmy pleading with her to deny everything. Even cash deposit slips made out in fake company names that matched exactly what Chrissy's investigator discovered. The judge asked Jimmy's attorney if they wanted to react, but they weren't sure what they could say, and FC'd in the courtroom felt the oxygen leave. The two women, who he believed would always keep quiet for his own ego, had stripped Harlem's self-proclaimed king in front of the world, forcing her to relocate while Chrissy watched from a distance. Her PR team then sent out an official statement to all blogs, saying, "I stood by him when it cost me my pride, my peace, and my future. Now I stand truth. Ugh, I wish them all healing, but I owe nobody my silence anymore." The courtroom was frozen as Ciara Princess Harris stepped down from the witness box. And Jimmy didn't even look up. He whispered to his lawyer, "It's done." And the reason for this was that the judge's eyebrows shot up so high they almost touched the bench lights as he declared that the financial fraud allegations would be forwarded to the district attorney for a potential criminal investigation. And that hush money trailed that charity donation cover story in light of Ciara Princess's new evidence. Everything was now being scrutinized, and if it turned out to be true, Jimmy was facing not just the possibility of a damaged reputation, but also tax fraud, wire fraud, and perhaps jail time. Outside admirers flipped the switch. Immediately, hashtags such as #DIPSET downfall, #CHIAR princess, and #Chrissy triumph Jimmy's mug was instantly transformed into a clown emoji by the Queen. Which went viral on social media sites all over the world. Tokes likened him to all of the cheaters that have ever been discovered, ranging from Future to Tristan Thompson, and some even included clips of Maury Povich just for kicks. Savage no longer covered it at all, but this is where the true heartbreak hit devoted fans. Some Harlem said behind closed doors that this wasn't just about a side baby. Whatever little Dipset was left could collapse. Sponsors began canceling reunion events. Promoters quietly removed Jimmy's name from upcoming club flyers. And even Mama Jones reportedly told neighbors that Jimmy had one last hope: settle privately with Ciara Princess and beg her not to pursue defamation or damages. However, guess what? Both women weren't returning his calls, so they didn't need to anymore. The world heard it directly from their own lips. And for once, Jimmy couldn't buy silence with hush money or sweet talk. Late that night, a grainy video hit. Chrissy was shown on Instagram Live sitting by a fireplace, drinking wine, and saying the line that caused half of Harlem to gasp in shock. "You ever love someone for so long that you forget who you were? Well, I remembered, and now I don't love him anymore. You can have him secret, and then the internet is broken again." Meanwhile, Ciara Princess Harris disappeared as soon as she landed. According to rumors, she flew directly to the West Coast, with her child and a fresh legal team prepared to negotiate a deal for a fat TV program. According to one insider, she is already negotiating with a major network for an exclusive called The Baby Mama Who Broke Dipset, who wouldn't be interested.